The Airbus A380 was meant to transform Virgin Atlantic into something the world had never seen before. Casinos at 40,000 feet, double beds in the sky, massages and blackjack over the Atlantic. Richard Branson imagined and promised the future of flying. And then, Virgin Atlantic never flew a single A380 passenger flight. Their order was cancelled entirely. It seems like the easy answer is cost. 6 giant aircraft were just too much for a boutique airline, but the truth runs deeper. This isn't just a story about Virgin cancelling a few planes. It's about how aviation's biggest gamble collided head-on with multiple headwinds, and why, really, the warning signs were flashing from the very beginning. To understand what happened, we need to go back to 2001. The dot-com boom is raging. Virgin Atlantic has disrupted transatlantic travel, and Richard Branson isn't satisfied with simple disruption. He wants to transform air travel completely. Virgin Atlantic orders 6 A380s with options for 6 more. Total value in today's money, $5.4 billion. The original delivery schedule, 2006. The target routes from London to Los Angeles, New York JFK, Tokyo, Johannesburg, and Sydney. Branson envisioned high-capacity configurations that could maximize the A380's passenger potential. He saw an opportunity to redefine what long-haul travel could become. This wasn't just an aircraft order. This was Branson's attempt to once again prove that Virgin Atlantic was thinking bigger than anyone else in aviation. But from the start, 4 fundamental problems would make this order impossible to fulfill successfully. Branson's A380 vision was ambitious. Onboard casinos with blackjack and roulette tables, figuring international airspace gambling laws were flexible enough to make this work, showers in the sky, masseuses providing in-flight treatments, manicurists offering beauty services, double beds and private rooms that Branson described as giving passengers 2 chances to get lucky. Many of these concepts were somewhat unrealistic. Virgin's current loft bar on their A350s reflects this original vision. However, pared down a lot. Branson understood that in order to compete, airlines needed to be experience providers, not just transportation services. But all these premium amenities required consistent, high-yield passengers to pay for them. Virgin was designing the ultimate premium experience without the traffic patterns to support it. Then would come the certification headaches, taking months, years for regulators to approve such spaces on an aircraft. Virgin's 2006 delivery slots kept sliding. 2006 eventually became 2013. 2013 turned into 2018. While Virgin waited, the aviation world transformed. Rising fuel prices made 4-engine jets increasingly expensive. Boeing had already developed the 777-300ER with similar capacity, but just 2 engines, offering dramatically lower fuel consumption and maintenance costs. The upcoming 787 Dreamliner and A350 promised even better efficiency and operational flexibility. The market had fundamentally shifted toward efficient twin-engine aircraft that could serve more routes more economically. Virgin, though, had ordered aircraft for the aviation world of 2001. They were taking delivery into the aviation reality of the 2010s. Then, we need to talk about one critical factor. A380 economics depended on massive passenger volumes feeding into major hub airports. You need hundreds of passengers connecting from smaller cities to fill 500-plus seats consistently, flight after flight, day after day. Virgin tried to solve this with Little Red, its domestic feeder network launched in 2013. A320s serving Manchester, Edinburgh, and Aberdeen to London Heathrow. The plan was to feed passengers from these cities to Heathrow, where they'd connect to Virgin's future A380s. Little Red could have gone further and offered flights from key European cities to London Heathrow too, similar to how British Airways runs its short-haul operations. But in September 2015, just 2 years after launch, Virgin shut down Little Red. Lackluster performance and low load factors were the culprit. Without domestic feeder traffic, Virgin's A380 economics became mathematically impossible. Virgin faced an even bigger structural problem. Their split airport strategy between Heathrow and Manchester was diluting traffic instead of concentrating it. Emirates makes A380s work because Dubai funnels travelers from Asia to Europe and the Americas. British Airways succeeds because Heathrow's massive connecting traffic fills A380s or other large aircraft consistently. Virgin was trying to operate A380s with none of the required infrastructure. Even if Virgin had solved the traffic problem, it faced the economics of operating a tiny A380 fleet. A380s cost tens of thousands to operate. Add in the financing and maintenance costs, you're looking at a hefty bill. The A380 typically requires an 80 to 85% load factor just to break even due to its high operating costs, while smaller widebodies can achieve profitability at around 70 to 75% with lower fuel burn. Some, like Emirates, spread these costs across over more than 100 A380s, achieving massive economies of scale. Virgin's 6-aircraft subfleet would have faced no economies of scale for pilot training, separate maintenance crews with specialized expertise, and unique spare parts inventory that couldn't be shared with other aircraft types. Every single hour of A380 operation would have been vastly more expensive than Virgin's twin-engine alternatives. Then, while wrestling with these impossible economics, Virgin announced a $17 billion fleet modernization program focused entirely on fuel-efficient twin-engine aircraft. This wasn't just about buying new planes, it was about embracing a completely different operational philosophy. Delta's 2012-2013 investment, acquiring a 49% stake, influenced Virgin's shift from prestige projects like the A380 toward efficiency. This partnership steered Virgin to focus on premium experiences via flexible aircraft like the A350, helping return the airline to profitability. Virgin officially cancelled the A380 order in March 2018, transferring deposits to A330neo and A350 orders. Airbus viewed Virgin as a high-profile European customer due to Branson's innovative reputation, which helped market the A380's premium potential. Losing Virgin's order in 2018, after years of delay, highlighted the problem's broader struggles, as it preceded Emirates' order reduction, accelerating Airbus's decision to end production. Airbus delivered the last Airbus A380 in 2021. Today's Virgin fleet tells the complete story of this transformation. 8 A330-900 in service with 11 more ordered, totaling 19 aircraft. These aircraft offer significantly better fuel efficiency with premium cabin features passengers actually want. 12 A350-1000s and 17 787-9s complete the fleet transformation. The newest cabins showcase this evolution perfectly. The A330-900 retreat suites emphasize premium experiences and passenger comfort, not maximum capacity. It's Virgin's original vision of exceptional service realized through modern, efficient aircraft that actually make economic sense. This strategic shift proved prescient. While A380 operators struggled with inflexibility and high operating costs, Virgin's twin-engine fleet could adapt quickly to changing demand patterns. During COVID-19, this operational flexibility became even more valuable as airlines needed to adjust capacity readily. For Virgin, the call was easy to make. The A380 was built yesterday, not today or even tomorrow. The timing was remarkable. Just 1 year later, in February 2019, Airbus announced they were permanently shutting down the entire A380 program in 2021 after 19 years of struggling sales. By 2025, the A380's twilight is evident with many retirements. While the A350 and 787 dominate long-haul routes for their efficiency, even if the Boeing 777X faces ongoing delays pushing entry to 2026, it will also dominate long-haul aviation for decades to come. This has underscored Virgin's prescient choice, as flexible twins remain key to adapting to fuel volatility and demand shifts in modern fleet strategy. Even major US carriers like American, Delta, and United rejected the A380 outright, citing its fuel inefficiency, high support costs, and mismatch with their point-to-point networks, lacking massive hubs. This mirrored Virgin's realization. As the smartest global airlines prioritize flexible twin engines like the 787 and A350 for better economics on diverse routes, Virgin's pivot aligned with this industry-wide shift away from superjumbos. Today, as airlines worldwide retire A380 fleets early or struggle with their economics, Virgin's 2018 cancellation looks like one of the smartest strategic decisions in modern aviation history. Virgin cancelled its A380 order and walked away from Branson's most ambitious aviation concepts. By doing so, they demonstrated a fundamental truth about aviation success: smart strategy beats spectacular dreams. Sometimes, the most courageous business decision is knowing when to walk away from your biggest, most ambitious dreams and embrace a more practical, but ultimately more successful reality. Hey, before you go, the YouTube algorithm thinks you're going to like this video next, so why not check it out?